Would you like to know how to pass any AWS certificate successfully? Then you are in the right place. I have passed 5 different AWS exams using exact same method. It works for any level, associate, professional, specialty, all of them. So if you're interested, let's get going. AWS documentation is a great source of knowledge. It is so great, I've used it many times. It has all kinds of things, white papers and whatnot, but it is freaking boring. Maybe there are superheroes who can learn from reading documentation. I cannot. I prefer online video courses. Man, it is a great tool. I remember my time at university and most of the lecturers were like, These guys from the courses, they teach all the things you need to know. Dear God, please burn my university to the ground and replace it with online courses, because these are really great. They teach you all you need to know. You can stop it at any time. You can listen to it as many times as you want. This is really cool, and this is way better than reading documentation. Now, how do you choose the right course? I will tell you a little secret. It doesn't matter if the course is the only thing you will do. You will most probably fail. So keep listening. I personally use a Cloud Guru subscription. Not because it's the best, but because my employer paid for it. For a fixed price, you get access to all of their courses. So if you are planning to do a series of certifications, it's probably a good deal. I'm not telling it's the best of the best. I am listening to a DevOps professional course now, and it's so boring. But I didn't pay for it, so let it be. What I can suggest you is go to Udemy, Cloud Guru, or wherever and try it out. Use free trials and free samples and pick the one you enjoyed the most. Just make sure that it has many good reviews. So the main secret is not which course do you choose, but how you go through it. And if the lecturer is boring, then you will fall asleep in 10 minutes and fail. Go through the course one lesson by one. Don't skip anything. Write down everything that you don't know. I don't know about Udemy, but Cloud Guru has exam tips at the end of every lesson and every section. So it is very convenient to write down what you don't know. Next, it is very important to go through every quiz and every single lab. Go through every quiz. And if you failed, write down what was wrong and go through it again. Do every single practical lab, especially if you don't know the topic well. There were some questions in the exam that I answered only because I did it practically. And do the practice exam at the end of the course. They usually have it. Then after you have finished the course and acquired all the knowledge, it is time to practice. AWS exam is very complicated. There are very few questions like where would you store a file, S3 or CloudWatch. And to be prepared for the complicated questions, go to Udemy and buy a practice test pack. It helped me so much, but you have to go through it in a specific way. So listen. Do all the tests in the pack, and after you finish one, review your answers. Now, these tests are good because they have a thorough explanation to every question, and you should go through every one of them, even through the ones you have answered correctly. Because sometimes we don't know what to answer, we answer the question and hit the correct answer. But we don't have to guess, we have to know. So don't be lazy, go through every single explanation. It will pay out on the exam day, big time. So again, a little recap. Online video course and practice test is basically all you need. You don't need to have X years of experience. You don't need to read white papers. You don't need to read books. I mean, it will only benefit you, but you don't need it to pass an exam. Course and tests, that's it. And now some extra tips that are not that obvious. Create a learning schedule. Dedicate a specific amount of time on specific days. Every day preferably. And put it in your calendar and stick to it. It will help you to go through the course on a regular basis, because course takes a lot of time. Practice tests too, but organizing your time will help you to go through it from the beginning to the end. Next tip, which is not so obvious, book your exam before you finish the course. The earlier, the better. As soon as you understand how much time approximately it will take you to prepare, book your exam. Don't be afraid, you can rebook it 2 times without any penalties. But book it. Having a specific date for your exam boosts your motivation, trust me. Next tip, a couple of days before exam, but especially the day before, don't study at all. Try to avoid stress. Eat healthy food, don't party, don't watch Netflix, go to bed early. This is very important. Try to schedule your exam so you can have a good sleep. I usually book my exams for 11 a.m. so I can sleep well and my brain functions at full capacity. On the exam itself, try to stay calm. Read the question very carefully, because sometimes one word can change the question upside down. If you feel that you are stuck on one question, then skip it and come back later, because time is limited and it might not be enough in the end. Try to eliminate wrong answers right away. This is how I usually go through the question. You read the whole question carefully. Then you reread the part only what has to be done. Then you try to identify the answers that are obviously wrong. Like, for example, you don't use S3 to send an email. Throw it away. Usually, out of 4 answers, 2 of them are obviously wrong. And after you eliminate them quickly, you have to choose only out of 2. It can save you precious time on the exam. Now, closer to the end of the exam, after you have answered most of the questions, go back to the skipped ones. Note how much time you have left and spend it proportionally. Try to answer all the difficult questions that are left. If you don't know the answer, just guess. You actually might hit the correct answer. Every answer counts, so try to answer all the questions within the given time. If you have passed, congratulations. If you failed, don't be upset. It is not the end of the world. Consider it as a chance to become better in the cloud. Come back home, be sad for 15 minutes, then say aloud, I will make it. Book an exam, prepare for it, and you will succeed. Actually, one thing that is a bit overlooked is belief. Believe that you will make it. If you do all I have said, exactly like I said it, and you will add some faith that you will make it, your chance of success is close to S3 durability, which is 11 nines. But you know that already, right? So this is the method that worked for me 5 times perfectly, and I hope it will work for you as well. Cloud Ninjas all over the world, good luck in your exams. Prepare well, believe in yourself, and you will make it. Until next time, and may the cloud be with you always.